in Kansas. It's the first morning. Fortunately, with my schedule over summer, I didn't get a chance to get up here to scout. We only have a couple days. I got a couple spots marked, but it's still pretty early in the morning driving around. Kansas has a good walk-in program, and some of the spots I've scouted on the map, been driving by, seen some animals. So I think the plan is we're gonna see what we can see, just scouting, doing a little glassing from the road, and see if we can pick a spot for an afternoon set and have a spot planned out for the morning set. And we only got a few days of hunting, so we're not going to be super picky, but based upon the number of animals we're seeing out and about this morning, definitely have high hopes. At least get a chance to get something. So it's my first time drawing a tag in Kansas. I have always heard about hunting Kansas. I'm super excited, and the country is just drop dead gorgeous. The farmland with patches of trees and rolling hills. So I'm really excited to find a tree and get up and see what comes out. Alright, so I didn't have my camera out, but I decided to ease down on this bottom, and as soon as I dropped down, I saw a couple trails, and I saw a couple big rubs. So I kept looking around, trying to ease around, trying to stay, not blow out the trails too much, but I kept finding more and more trails, and it's obvious they're using this whole area as a travel corridor coming to the water and then feeding up on the edge. So I found a scrape that's a little bit older. I'm going to kind of look around this little ledge where a lot of the trails drop down from the top, come out of the bottom, and all filter, come together. And this is about 60, 70 yards wide right here. And I'm going to throw a little dough and heat on the scrape, see if I can freshen it up. Kind of scout this one little area, but it kind of comes to a pinch right here. And I think I can get up in that tree enough, and I think I can shoot a decent ways. So quite a bit of sign for an observation sit, but obviously deer come through here, so let's see what happens. See here, scrapes. That one's a little older. That one's a little fresher, but not within the last day or two. I'm gonna see if there's any other sign. I'd like to find. There's a couple real big rubs over there, but there wasn't any good way to really set up on it. And I was hoping to find another big rub over this way. There's several areas that got some small ones. So if I could find another big rub, just kind of cement that this is the main travel corridor. Anyway, let's see if we can get set up. This right here is So I'm on the upwind side of this little ledge. There's water, there's acorns everywhere. There's pretty good trails that come through here. There's some fresh tracks, since the last rain. I guess the question is, I didn't know the spot was going to be this good. It was just kind of general scouting. I'd never been here before. So the way I approached when I was coming in, it's not the way I would approach if I'd have known it was holy deer. So what I need to try to figure out is if I blew everything out of here when I found this place. I just saw some hunters walk the ridge. They passed over this spot. I don't know if they saw me up here in the tree or not. But this tree that I'm in, it's not the biggest. If you can see my bow, wind's blowing it. I feel like Chris Farley and Tommy Boy. Fat guy in a little tree. This thing is wobbling back and forth. If something does come by, I'm gonna have to shoot it on the swing by. Hopefully we at least see a deer. Far side, but the wind is blowing this way across it, so I'm pretty safe sitting here. I'm probably going to sit in the same spot in the morning and watch and see if anything crosses this kind of false ridge on this side. If they do, we got them. If not, stay over there. Then we will adjust midday and try to cut the distance. I gotta look at that deer. He's not a Kansas giant. But he might be Kansas close enough. Maybe he'll come back here in the last few minutes. Come over on this side. Oh my God, I just killed him. Holy cow. I cannot believe that just happened. Man, it is like the last few minutes. And I had to stretch around. I thought he was gonna booger out of here. But the shot looked good. He was quartering away just over. I think it looked good. I hope the camera's got enough light to get it.
What's up, dude?
Dude,
Yeah?
I think I just double lunged a freaking 9 or 10 or something. He ain't but probably about 120 inches, but I don't fucking care.
That's so awesome, dude.
Like, literally.
Hold on, baby. Really?
Hey, who's with you?
Yeah, FaceTime me.
All right.
Bye-bye. What? All right, here. Here.
I'm not even out of the saddle yet.
Let's go.
The deer came around and hold on. And then I heard him coming around. But behind me, I can't hardly see behind me, but I seen some trails, and I put a mark because originally I was going to set up back over there, but then at last minute I decided to sit in this tree, and I put a mock scrape back there. There was a scrape that was recent but not like super fresh, and I threw some of the Tink 69 gels squirt stuff on it and raked it out with a limb. And then I heard him thrashing around back there just like 10 minutes ago. And then he comes out and look this. So this tree I'm in, you see it had this little crap here, but I don't think you can cut stuff. So I tied some rope to it to give me, and he was right there. There was like some old scrapes, and I freshened them up with the Tink, and he just sat there and just rubbed it. And I don't know if I got it on camera or not, but he was like right behind that thing, and I couldn't get my bow through that gap, and he was just sitting there. And so I just lean as far as I could, and just.
Let's go, dude.
I'm pretty sure it's really dark. I could have completely missed him, but all I could see, because I don't have the lighted nocks running. But it looked like quartering away, maybe about 5 ribs back, upper, just up over halfway, and it should angle right down into it. And I heard a thump, but it could have been the ground, because I mean he's right freaking there. I mean,
that's so awesome.
I literally had to, I tried to draw once and I couldn't, and then I tried to put it there and there's too much stuff in the way, and so I am like right here. So I don't even like how my setup is really that good. But so I drew back and I leaned and I just tippy-toed, and I got just clear, and he took like 1 or 2 steps, and man, I hope it's good. I hope I didn't miss it, and I hope I'm not excited because of All right, I just got down on the stand. As far as that, fortunately my headlight's not real good. I'd say that looks pretty good though. So here's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm not terribly far from the road, so I think I am going to pack up all my stuff. I'm not going to get on the trail, and I am going hike back to my truck, get the better light because my headlamp's not working right. And then I'll dump all the excess stuff from my pack, hike back in. I'm probably not more than a half a mile from the truck, so that way the pack will be empty, and I think I got a spotlight in the truck. So, whew. But blood on the arrow. As a wise man once said, where have we seen this before? Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to use my phone light, and I saw which direction he ran, and I'm just going to ease over here just a little bit. I'm kind of up on this about a 60-yard false ridge, and it drops off into pretty good drainage. So I'm gonna kind of look around here with just a little light that I can, and just see if there's any good sign, or if maybe, hopefully we get lucky and he didn't crash off into the deep dark hole. where it's going to be a pain to drag him out. So we're going to look around for a minute. All right. Well, unfortunately, while I was tracking the deer, I didn't have the camera on. So I didn't get all the excitement of walking up on him, but we did get him. I'll show you the last little bit of the track. So right up there, that's that ridge that we hunted on. Kind of a false ridge drops down, and he followed that just a little ways, came down here, and I started finding a couple patches of good blood. And when I saw the second patch where clearly he had stopped for just a second, I thought surely he's going to be right here somewhere. And so I scanned around. All I have is my phone, and I looked over, and there he lay. Check that out. Holy cow. So the reaction is never, the reaction after the fact is never quite as big as when you first get it, but I can say without a doubt that I was pretty freaking excited, and I'm still pretty excited to be able to throw on a pack, look at a map, pick out a couple spots, hike in, and find some good signs, set up on a sign, and kill a good buck. Look at that, buddy. That is awesome. He's not a Kansas giant by any means. But I am tickled to death to have him, especially the way it went down. So I think I'm going to gut him and probably take my rappel rope and hang him up in a tree so the coyotes don't get him. And then we're going to come in the morning, and it's going to be cool enough with the guts out of him. He'll get nice and chilled. And I'm going to run and grab a game cart, and we're going to cart him out in the morning. Awesome. Yeah, he stood right there and I shot him. I ran out of him this way. Yeah. So, right there. Hey, what's your name? Bruce? My name's Rodney.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Stephanie, nice to meet you. Based on our notes, it said it was 60 yards he went. So it might be easier. Here. Here's blood. There's a deer down there. Looks like he's intact. Is it Bruce?
Yep.
It might be easier just to drag him up this far.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But yeah, I had good blood. Just shooting a 2-blade single bevel
Yeah.
DPA, and man, it didn't take him long to open up. And he came up here, and there's some good blood up there, but then he turns, he comes right down this hill. Of course, my $5 petrol headlamp didn't work on me.
Yeah. Nice.
But I saw him tracking him with a phone at night, and I saw that, and I said, well, hell. And then I looked up and saw that, and I said, well, he won't be very far. And I just started panning around. It's kind of dark before the moon came out.
Yeah.
And I looked over.
Yeah, he's fucking.
It's the first time I've seen him in the light.
Yeah, he's a good deer.
What do you think? Should have waited. I saw the big sign. There's probably a bigger one in here, but
I mean, if you don't got all the time in the world, I mean, he's a good deer.
I probably had until at most Monday.
Yeah.
And I'm tickled to death with him.
Yeah.
It's probably my best with a bow.
Yeah.
I normally hunt South Texas hill country, and you know, he's fairly tall, and I'm just thrilled to death.
Did you already tag him?
I did E-tag him. I E-tagged him last night.
Okay. Sweet.
So,
Yeah, so we drag his ass up there. You gotta take him home whole?
yep, I got some ice in the truck. It's nice and cool. Not a lot of sun anyway, so
Yeah.
good breeze.
Yeah, there wasn't no sun today.
So he should be in good shape. I brought you a box.
Watch out.
Oh, it is running.
Yeah, it's right.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was only coming off.
Hell yeah. Broke it clean off, yeah.
Yeah, it's been broke for a bit.
Deke, look. Come here, look. Look at it. Look, Tex. Look, Tex.
Look how big the shoulders are on this deer.
Oh, yeah.
They don't grow them like that in Sonora.
No, they don't. They don't grow them like that pretty much anywhere in this state. Maybe like a Red River deer, maybe? Dude. It's fun being a Floridian looking at any of these deer because they're all giant for me. Dude. Hell yeah. I would have been absolutely crapping my pants.
That thing would eat any South Florida deer.
Yeah. Look at him, man.